Starting a business is exciting, but it's also full of hidden pitfalls that can trip up even the most motivated entrepreneurs. I have seen so many new business owners struggle, but not because their idea wasn't good, but because they made common, avoidable mistakes. I did the same thing. If you're thinking about starting a business or you're in the early stages, this video is for you. I'm going to share the biggest mistakes new entrepreneurs make, and more importantly, how to avoid them so you can build a profitable and sustainable business. If you're new here, I'm Tiffany Rosenbaum, and I help people start and grow successful businesses from home. If that's something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's dive in. Mistake number one is skipping market research. It's huge. A lot of people start businesses based on passion, which is awesome and wonderful, and you totally should start a business on your passion. But passion alone doesn't pay the bills. Just because you love something doesn't mean that there's a market for it. Imagine spending months building a product or service only to launch it and hear crickets. So here's how to avoid it. So you want to research your ideal customer. You want to ask things like, who are they? What do they need? How can I service them? What pain points do they have? And how do they prefer to shop? How do they like to buy? Do they prefer online shopping or in person? How do they learn best? These are some questions that you really want to think about. You want to look at the competitors, the people who are in that industry. Are there a lot of them? And are they successful? Are people already spending money on something similar? If they're not, it could mean one of two things. It could mean that you're going into an untapped market, and that's phenomenal. But it could also mean that there's nobody really who wants to spend money for that type of thing. So this is why you want to test before investing. And by testing, I mean you want to use surveys or pre-orders or a simple social media post to gauge interest. You can make a post that says something like, I'm thinking about starting a business doing XYZ. This is my thought behind it. These are what I'm thinking of doing. Would anybody have an interest in this type of service before I go ahead and get started? And you could even post that question in like local groups of your local area or local women's groups. If it's something that is a product or a passion that is going to be local, I would only do it in like your local only groups. But if it's something that can be, worldwide, something you sell online, something that's, nationally, post it in other groups that have a lot of people in it so you can get the most feedback possible. I've seen people invest thousands in a business idea without ever validating it. Don't let that be you, because you don't want to make all that money go to waste and time. And that is such a debilitating feeling. And it could very well make you believe that it was you and not your idea. And that's not true at all. Mistake number two is not having a clear business plan. This mistakes, listen, I get it. Planning is not always fun. But imagine trying to build a house without blueprints. That would be a huge disaster. You'd be better off living in a shack. Your business plan doesn't have to be 50 pages long, and it's okay if it is, but you do need a roadmap. So here's how to fix that. You want to write down who you serve, what you sell, and how you're going to be making money. You want to set a basic budget. What money do you need to start your business? Know the things that you're going to need, how much they cost, and how you're going to come up with the money. You want to outline a marketing plan. And in that marketing plan, you want to include where you're going to find customers. Are you going to primarily find them on Facebook? Are you going to use Facebook ads? If they are local, are you going to be doing local advertising? Are you going to mail out postcards? Or are you going to hope and pray and rely on word of mouth? I don't recommend that. Word of mouth is great, but when you are just starting out, there's not really people who know who you are and what you do to have that word of mouth. Even a simple one-page business plan can save you from wasting time and money. And if you want to ever get official funding or grants or loans, you have to have a business plan. I'm actually going to link some business plan templates down in the description that you can check out below. You can edit them, make them your own, and then that way, even if it's just for you and yourself and your own plans and needs that you can follow, or it's something that you will show to banks and investors in the future, you have that there if you want to use that as a resource. Mistake number 3 is a huge one that I see a lot of people make. And for a long time, I was stuck in this mindset too. And that is trying to do everything alone. Raise your hand if you're guilty of this one. Even in my house, I'm always trying to do everything alone. When I first started, I thought I had to do everything: marketing, bookkeeping, customer service, website design, video editing, Facebook ads, all of it, you name it. Was a one-man show, one-woman show. But guess what? That leads to burnout. I'm here to tell you, you do not have to do everything alone. And that could be tied back to wanting to be control of everything, having the thought process of nobody is going to do it as well as you are. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. I have been there. I'm a recovering perfectionist. But I read once and I realized how true it was. If you are one person and you are operating your business and you're giving it your all, it's 100%, and you hire help, that help is not going to be you. They are not going to have the experience that you do. They are not going to have the passion for your business that you do. So maybe they operate at 75%, okay? But the two of you combined, now your business is running at 175%, okay? You add the two together. One doesn't detract from the other. Can you honestly say that your business running at 175% with help isn't going to get you higher growth and a more successful business than if your business is running at only 100%? It's something to think about. Hire help. You need it. You are great at everything you do. But if you want your business to be more successful and you want your business to grow and you want to scale that business, you need help. Without help, you will burn out. Burnout leads to failing businesses. Don't do that. You deserve it. So, some ways to avoid it: ask for help, find mentors, join business communities, learn. Don't be afraid to ask. And that is not only with business help. Ask for help for your family. I know a lot of you in here are also women. You are also moms. Get help for your children if you need to. Some of you don't always have a great built-in support system. I know that my support system is very small and I don't have a lot of people to help me with the kids, but there are ways to find help. And if you need help finding time, finding someone to help with your kids and you don't trust strangers, like I don't trust strangers with my kids, let me know. We'll talk. I can help you try to find some resources for your children. You can also outsource or automate. We've talked about this before, but use Canva for tools, for graphics, QuickBooks for finances, or ChatGPT for content ideas. I don't know how many times I can say it. If it wasn't for ChatGPT giving me ideas and Canva helping me create flawless designs, my brain would be underwater. It would just be fried, like it would just be gone. So outsource, use the tools that they have now in this digital age to help you. Don't have them necessarily do it all for you, because then that just it takes away from the greatness that is you and what you can bring to the table. But you can very well use them for resources and not feel ashamed. Collaborate, partner with others instead of struggling alone. If one person's really great at marketing and one person's really great at creating, work together. Have this person do the marketing and you can do the creating. The perfect example I see of a really, really wonderful collaboration is with two of the mentors that I look up to, and that's Evelyn Weiss and Jessa Bellman. And they are fabulous. Evelyn is like the brains behind it, and Jessa is the design behind it. And they have come up with some great memberships and great products together. And they split the money because they are working in their own individual greatness. But they realize that if they come together and they stop trying to force things that they're not always great at, that they're not passionate about, and they just work in their own greatness and work together, they can build so much more and have so much more success individually and together as a team. Success doesn't happen in isolation. Build a support system. If you don't have one that is readily available to you, you can build one. All right, we're going to get off the soapbox and move on to mistake number 4, and that is poor financial management. Obviously, this is a huge one. You are in business to make money. So, what you do with the money that you bring in is huge and can make or break you. Not managing your finances can kill your business. And I have seen so many people mix personal business and money business. Personal and money. Bleh. Personal and business money, they fail to track their expenses, and then they spend like crazy. They don't track anything, and then they realize that they're actually losing money. So here are a few tips to avoid that. You want to separate your finances. Always. Like, this is huge. This is the one thing that they tell you over and over and over again when you're wanting to start a business. You need to have your own business bank account, and then it needs to be totally separate from your personal bank account. It doesn't necessarily need to be labeled or officially a business account offered by your bank, but it does need to be a separate account. There needs to be different account numbers, okay? If that's the first thing you do when you make a business. You want to track every dollar. There's a saying that a tracked number grows. So when you're tracking your income, when you're tracking your sales, when you're tracking your ad spend, when you track those numbers, you know where the mistakes are. You know where the weak link is. And you know where your money is. You can use a simple spreadsheet or an app like QuickBooks. I actually have a business tracker that I am going to link in the description down below that you guys can use. It's totally free. You can use it to track your expenses. You can use it to track your income. You'll see your profit for the month. You can see your profit for the year. It tracks so many different things, but that's down in the description below for you guys if you are looking for one to use. You want to budget for your taxes. You don't want to get caught off guard by the IRS when it comes tax time and they send you a letter going, "Where's my money?" When you are a business owner, it's not real nice like when you're working a 9 to 5 or something where you're an employee and they withhold those taxes for you and then they submit them to the government. You do need to monitor your own taxes. You need to save for taxes, set that money aside because the IRS will still want their money. And they are not going to care if you are not prepared for it. A successful business isn't just about making money. It's about managing that money wisely. And mistake number 5 is going to be ignoring marketing and sales. This was me. This was totally me for the longest time. Here's the hard truth. It doesn't matter how great your product is if no one knows about it. Too many entrepreneurs build something amazing and then they sit back waiting for customers to come. But that's not how it works. It's not a if you build it, they will come kind of situation with this. This is the time in your life where you need to be loud. This is not the time to play it small. People will not know that you have things to offer for sale to buy, and they will not buy it because they don't know about it. So you want to tell everyone you know. You want to market to every single person that you can who might be looking for your product or service. And you want to start marketing now in the beginning. Don't wait till it's perfect. Don't wait until you have a huge audience. Start marketing now. Sometimes even before you have a product. Because then it just builds anticipation. Use free platforms. Social media is huge. YouTube is huge. Blogging is great. They're low-cost ways to get attention. And when you're just starting out, you don't have the money necessarily to throw into marketing. So you want to really key into those free options to make noise. And also sell confidently. Your business helps people. Don't be afraid to promote it, okay? Selling is just serving. It's not a bad thing. Everything in this world happens because somebody sells something. I used to be in Mary Kay, and Mary Kay always used to have a saying is nothing happens until somebody sells something. I cannot help you without selling something. Even if it's selling you a free service, I still have to convince you that that free service is good for you in order for you to take the action to use that free service. Okay? If you're nervous about selling, shift your mindset to what I just told you. Selling is helping the right people find the right solution. That's all it is. Mistake number 6 is fear of failure and overthinking. I'm going to skip that and go back. Ixnay. Something that I recently started doing, I had to think for a minute and I asked myself, what is a unique way that I can tell people that I have something to offer them? And we just recently got back from Disney. And in Disney, they had something they would call pixie dust. And if you've ever been to Disney, you know that the Disney pixie dust is when somebody just shares something awesome with you. They give you a little gift. They give you just a little free something. It could be even something as simple as going into one of the Disney shops, and they just sprinkle little glitter on your hair. The little girls love it. But a lot of Disney goers, they do it to other people. My kids got, I think the first day we were there, the first 2 days we were there, our kids got pixie dusted right away, like first thing in the morning. They just got little gifts. And so I loved that feeling. And I also remember back when I was in Mary Kay, we would give out little goodie bags with like a candy and like a gift card, to give to people. And I created something that myself I'm calling pixie dust. And I have just found little cheap ways that I can make little goodie bags that I give to women that I'm out and about and I see and I meet as a way to make them feel special. So I thought to myself, what would a woman want? What could a woman receive for free that would make her feel special? A compliment is huge. Motivation, something cute. So I put little bookmarks that either have inspirational quotes on them or they're just like a little butterfly or something pretty. So I put a bookmark. I put a little heart rock that's really cute. Then I put my 2 business cards, and on my business cards I have my products. One of them is, I will show you, but I don't have any down here. One of them is my At Home Money Moms, and it's just a really gorgeous business card. And on the back, it's very simple. It's a QR code with a little slogan that says just a brief thing about what the business is, and then they can check it out. And then the other business card is for my free event that I do called She Thrives Live, and I invite all women to it, and it's just a fun, motivating event that anybody can come to seek validation, to vent, to meet like-minded people, to network, to have community, to get recognition, and to win prizes. And so I have a QR code for that on there too that they can check out. And I also put 2 motivational stickers in there, and it's in an organza bag. And if I see a woman who needs a smile or just looks nice, or I give it to anybody I see, I carry them with me all over, and I just give them out. I also found these motivational, they're like little cards, but they have motivational sayings on it, like "you are amazing," and "you are, awesome," things like that. And you can write little things on them in the back, and they come in a little envelope. I have those as well, and I'm just making little goodie bags. They don't cost much to make. I think I can get my costs like under $1 a bag. But not only am I promoting my products, I am letting people know that I exist, but I'm also doing it in a way that definitely doesn't feel salesy. I know that when these women are getting this little pixie dust gift, they are feeling something. They are feeling happy for once. They're feeling, maybe for once, they're feeling thankful. They are feeling like they are being seen. I know that if I got a little gift like that, it would make my day. And that is my goal when I hand these little pixie dust bags out to others. It's not about necessarily getting a sale. That's not what I'm looking for at all when I'm giving these out. It's about making these people feel something, and they are going to connect that feeling of goodness to me. And when they think of that, they're going to see that little baggie maybe at home later, maybe in their car, maybe in their purse when they get home, and they're going to tie that good feeling with me. And then they're going to see the business cards, and then they might hopefully think, oh, she made me feel good. Maybe I should check out her events, because maybe her events can make me feel good too. That is my soapbox about that. Pixie dust, people. Mistake number 6 is fear of failure and overthinking. A lot of new entrepreneurs overthink everything, and they get stuck in analysis paralysis. Again, this was a huge one for me. I thought I needed to know everything about everything business related to get started. I thought that I needed to be an expert at everything that I was teaching, because if I wasn't an expert, then I was a phony. I had the imposter syndrome, and it was paralyzing trying to have all this information about everything on what to do, and creating websites and creating logos and creating funnels and recording videos. And this was what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to do a lot of it. And that was paralyzing, knowing, oh my God, there's so much that I need to learn in order to move forward. And then I just really had to realize that that's not necessarily true, to get myself out of that paralysis, to take things one step at a time, to just remind myself that I don't need to be an expert at all things. As long as I know a little bit more than you on that topic, I can teach you what I know. So as long as I learn a little bit, I can teach it. People in analysis paralysis oftentimes are also looking for perfection. They want their website to be perfect. They want their branding to be perfect. They want their offer to be perfect. I did. That was me for a long time. You guys, I've been working on this business for probably 2 years, and I only just now started getting a little bit loud about it, okay? How many of you know me and you had no idea that this business was even a thing? Probably a lot. But then they never launch. They just get so overwhelmed by everything that they think this is too hard for me. And then they just go back to what they're doing and their life never changes. Let me remind you, imperfect action is better than perfect action. And I'm going to repeat that. You'll see it on the screen. Imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. And here's how to avoid it. Just start. Just start. Your business is going to evolve over time. You don't have to know everything that is going to happen. You will figure it out as you go. Okay? Right now, I don't know how to manage a multi-billion-dollar business. Okay? I just know that one day I'll get there and I'll figure it out then. I don't need to know that now. I just need to know what I need to know now and go. Fail fast, learn fast. The more mistakes you make, the faster you can overcome them and the faster you will grow. Mistakes are just lessons in disguise. Done is better than perfect. Progress over perfection. Every successful entrepreneur you admire has made mistakes. I have said that before. The difference is they did not let those mistakes get to them. They didn't let them stop them. My eye is twitching. I cannot film with my eye twitching like that. Stop. My cheek apparently has a mind of its own today. All right, let's do a quick recap. Skip market research. Bad idea. You want to validate first. Don't have a business plan? Get at least a simple one in place. Are you trying to do everything alone? Find support. Do you have messy finances? Get them organized. Do you not have any marketing? Start promoting early. Are you overthinking? Take action now. I want to hear from you guys. What mistake do you think is the biggest for new entrepreneurs? Have you faced any of these fears? Are you wanting to start a business and you think you might get stuck on one? Know the answer beforehand so you don't get stuck. Tell me in the comments, and feel free to check out the resources down below. And if you really like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss a video. And again, if you're looking for guidance on starting a business or growing a business, check out my membership in the description. You won't regret it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.